Why I Hate This Album podcast with Tim and Garrett.
Oh, absolutely. And Frankenstein, my penis.
I'm sorry? You Frankensteined your penis.
Yes. Well, just like a costume. I didn't to be clear, my penis is now made up
comforting.
of a series of dead men's penises.
Right.
Peni.
Yep.
It's just a costume.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
I did settle on a different menu item. Behold, I purchased the big unit. This is actually what it's fucking called. It's a $23 full pound, 22-inch beef Vienna hot dog served on a full baguette and a bed of crispy fries.
I'm sorry, a 23-pound hot dog.
No, $23. $23, 1 pound, 22-inch hot dog. I mean, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
If I'm not eating feet of steak, I'm eating inches of...
Inches of dog, yeah.
Yeah, inches. Correct. Inches of dog.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
Throughout this time, Alice Cooper is a belligerent alcoholic. Allegedly, he's drinking 2 cases of beer, and I couldn't get a great definition of that, but also a fifth of whiskey a day. And
I was going to say, if you're going to be a raging alcoholic, beer seems like a very time-consuming way to go about it, but now I understand.
Right. It's more of a topper.
It's more of an in-between drink.
Exactly. It's like your snacking roasts.
Please don't bring up my snacking roasts.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
We are also dealing with a 44-year-old man desperately trying to remain relevant in an act that is comprised mostly of being draped in a snake and wearing excessive mascara. So it's not going to be great.
Do you think it would be better if I just got mascara tattooed onto my face so I didn't have to... Okay, all right.
Do that. I am all on board for face tattoos.
That's
for you.
Great. I didn't expect you to be so on board with that, but...
You tell me what you need. Money, a ride, designs. We can get you ICP'd up, get some big old ICP makeup on your face for this Christmas. Get it done right now. We could stop this.
I think I'm ready to commit to ICP face tattoos at Christmas. Sure, not now.
Well, we should get them done now so that they're there.
Oh, so they're ready and not swollen horribly. Gotcha.
Correct.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
Spoiler alert, Alice Cooper has a penis that eats.
Well, that's debatable if it's a penis or if it's eating.
Wiener teeth.
Okay, don't be crass. That's terrifying.
I agree.
The song begins with an introduction after you hear a rumbling sound. Sounds like an angry tummy. Yes,
but like smaller, like not a person's tummy. Like
okay. Right. You have once again elevated this show with your words.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
After dark.
Oh, now you label me with the after dark. You've been all talking about penis teeth and grumbling wiener tummies, and then all I say is munch down on that vag, and suddenly I get the censorship label?
Listen, CBS is not okay with the female genitalia or female pleasure. If you talk about cunnilingus, that is not okay. You can fellatio all you want, but you talk about...
Maybe at your house.
At the house of CBS.
Sure. Well, listen, and I say this as the closest thing you have to a friend. No, that's too informal. I say this as a coworker. I need you to let go of the CBS dream. I think I know why you're having a hard time doing that. And I know that you feel bad about the way that pitch went down. And I know you didn't mean to throw up on that lady. And I want you to know, Tim, it's not your fault. Tim?
Garrett.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Don't do this to me.
It's not your fault. God damn. Okay, we got to move on.
That was a great hug.
That was a powerful hug.
Wow.
I don't know if we're going to leave that in. That was vulnerable.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
To maintain an erection, he injected himself with the souls of deceased wieners, and one of those happened to be a murderer.
Yeah, and we all know once injected with the soul of a murderer, that murderer can take over parts of, if not your entire body, for their end means.
Absolutely. We do know that.
Science, Tim.
Yep.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
That is the problem with the metaphor. Sometimes it just leads to confused expressions, and then you just have to be very literal with it, and that kind of ruins the mood. You know, if you're into some Frankenstein play, and then you have to explain what Frankenstein play is, and you got to go back to it. Okay, so Mary Shelley,
questioning, the existence of a soul and our creator. Listen, all you really have to do is go, fire burn, and I'm going to be rock hard. Okay, so just help me out here.
I get that.
I'm sure.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
You like Limp Bizkit? Their early work was a little too new metal for my taste, but when Significant Other came out in 1999, I think they really came into their own commercially and artistically. The whole album has a clear, crisp sound and a new sheen of consummate professionalism that really gives the song a big boost. Fred Durst has been compared to Eminem, but I think Fred has a more bitter, cynical sense of humor. In 2000, Limp Bizkit released Chocolate Starfish in the hot dog flavored water, their most accomplished album. I think their undisputed masterpiece is My Way, a song so catchy most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the interstate highway system. It's also a personal statement about the band itself.
Why I Hate This Album podcast.
Cardi B has been to the trademark office. Apparently, I know you didn't think that sentence ended that way, did you? Well, apparently Miss B has filed the paperwork just last week saying that she wants to put the now infamous abbreviation WAP or WAP, for those of you playing at home, that is a wet ass pussy, on virtually every kind of gear you can imagine.
Now, I had a little confusion around this because a ton of people have asked us to do this song.
Yes.
And I have resisted, and I will say it's almost entirely because I was putting the space in the wrong place, or I guess I was putting the hyphen in the wrong place.
You were reading it more wet ass pussy.
Yeah, and I was confused as to what an ass pussy is.
No, you weren't. You've been to a Doug Stanhope show. You know exactly what it is. It's what you have to rely on as a sex worker when the economy turns really bad.
All right, fair enough. I was lying there. Because my mom listens to this show. And
oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
There's cowboys running through my dreams. Nothing's quite the way it seems. Well, I joined the Navy. I got kicked out in a week. My facial features aren't distinct. I try to find some meaning in these songs. The genius is a genius, got it wrong. Well, it's a lobster murder sex thing, the bleaching of her hair, full of salt on both your ears. The riffs are too repetitive, the lyrics make no sense. All the songs are B-sides, the cover art's a mess. There's so much here to tear apart. Listen to it for a week, now the week has passed. It's the Why I Hate This Album podcast with Tim and Garrett.